All right, everybody, we are back live. We have finished up Kingdom on the Road, and we are now back on just the regular stream here. We're about to get TikTok back up and running as well. Hopefully, I don't lose you all. My phone has been overheating a little bit, so we'll see. I think I've got it in a good spot now where it shouldn't, but we have caught two smallmouths this morning. There's about to be noise, so just ignore it for a minute because TikTok's trying to load. Oh, do I have something on? I have a rock. We caught a rock. How about that? Yeah, we've caught two smallmouth so far um, during the Kingdom on the Road stream. We also had to get out and push for the first time, um, going through a little shallow area. We did see our first muskie also. We did not even attempt to get him, but we did see him. He swam right past us as we were exploring a little bit. Um, so let me get this set up real fast. So we are live everywhere now. We are also starting our way back down the river because the rapids were so high where we were at that I could no longer move forward safely. So we are just letting the river take us now. And we've switched back to worms. We still have shrimp for occasional use, but we're mostly going to be using the worms again now. I think we're gonna probably switch sides here in a second to get into the shade a little bit more. But there's a little alcove right here. I wanted to see if anything's sitting before we start moving backwards or across. I mean, alrighty. Welcome in everybody over on TikTok. We are back. We finished up Kingdom on the Road about 5-10 minutes ago, and so we're back online over here. So we have caught two smallies, so I do need to update my fish count. Oh, there's the heron. That's the first we've seen of him today. What are they biting on today? So I've got night crawlers out. That's what has caught both of them so far. I do have shrimp out also. That's mainly for the cats, hoping to get one. But I've only had a few bites on it, nothing else. Which actually I'm deep enough now I can put this back out. Now that I think about it. Oh boy, we're about to get something here. I think we're stuck on something though. With the worm. Yeah, we were just stuck on something. No, so I am horrible with top water. I have never even gotten a hit off of top water. Even when they've been jumping all around, I still can't get a hit off of top water. So I'm much more of a deep water, dragging the bottom type of fishing. Jig action, stuff like that is much more of what I end up doing, even with live bait. So like this is, night crawlers, shrimp. I still rig them as if they're jigs. Ned rig them, stuff like that, and I fish them that way, which is part of why we get the fish we do most of the time. Not sure if I'm pulling something over here or no. Let's see. The back is acting weird. Hey, what up there, Gio? Did you just ban somebody? I missed it. Did you ban somebody already? Already? Wow. We've only been on for who knows how. What? We've been on. Actually, I do know. We haven't even been on 10 minutes yet, and you've already had to ban somebody. That's fun. One of those regular bot things, or we got a lot of low trees here, so we're gonna pull this up and just see. We can't pull anybody out from underneath. We're gonna go ahead and move over to the where it's a little more. Oh, well, now we're getting shade everywhere. The clouds just covered up. That's helpful. Yay! Thanks for the likes over there, Brett. So today we are on the Tuscarawas River, where we were this morning. Those of you that were on, we've caught two smallmouths so far. We saw a muskie that we did not even attempt to get. Um, and we are now floating our way back down simply because it was getting too hard to paddle. The rapid area, because of how low it was, it was just too intense for me to be able to paddle through. So we gave up on that and are now working our way back down the river for a little bit. We've caught two smallies, and yeah, I have not seen much action over this side of the rapids, unfortunately. So it may be that I now am in more of a dead zone, but we will find out pretty quickly, actually. Because eventually they're going to start jumping again if they are over here. Oop, we had a little bite. Oh, huge, huge jump. But I don't know that I can even get over there. That's too close to the edge for me to be able to get to, I think. Let me see. We're going to try. I may be too far out. We'll see here. Right, we're going to get into the shade over here at least. So we know they're over here. It's just a matter of now getting them to bite. Oh, crap. And I'm stuck, I think. Welcome in, welcome in. We are currently stuck on something underneath the water, hoping to get it back. Slowly starting it. Oh my goodness, I can see it. It's a huge, huge tree branch I'm stuck on. I don't know that I'm going to actually be able to get the rest of the way up without breaking the pole. I guess that means my knot is pretty good because I'm pulling up a tree branch. All right, let's back. We're going to have to cut the line real quick, so bear with me. All right, well, while we're in the shade, we'll fix this up. There are fish literally just looking at me underneath. Can't tell what they are, though. All right, let's get box the hooks back out. Where'd they go? Uh-oh, where did they go? Uh-oh, well, this is interesting. I hope I didn't lose it somewhere. I don't know where I could have lost it, but my hooks are gone. There they are. And we're also missing our weights, which I believe I put up here. So for those that are interested, what I typically do is a worm weight um, on, and then just a. Right now, I've been using a bigger hook, but just a basic, and then I end up rigging it similar to how you Ned rig stuff, rather than just putting it on and hoping that works. I typically Ned rig it and then do jigging action. All right, there we go. All right, we're rigged back up there. Hey, thanks for the share there, Jake, and all the likes. We are getting ourselves put back together here after we had to cut the line. So, we go. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move out of this area right here, though. Even though I know they're over here because I'm seeing them, but really don't want to lose another hook right here. So we're gonna swing back around and start working our way. Hey, thanks for the gifts. Let's keep turning a little bit here. Oh, are you serious? Am I stuck again? We are dead center in the middle of the river. How in the world could we be stuck on something? All right, we're gonna have to try to get this loose going the other way. How's the fishing? It's been going good so far. Said two smallmouths. Um, although now we're starting to get stuck on the bottom and lose hooks, so that part's not ideal by any means. Oh my goodness, I can see it. All right, hang on. Looks like a cord or something. The river's taking me too far away though to get back to correct. All right, hang on, guys. We're gonna get it back. As long as I can get over there before it snaps my pole or my line. My goodness. I can literally see where it's at. It just won't. Unfortunately, we're just stuck in the current now, so that's making it difficult also. Come on. It's so close. Come on. We're so close to getting it up. Oh, it came off. Well, we got to put another hook on. We lost it to this random cable that's running the bottom of the river, apparently. So hey, make sure you guys are subscribing wherever you're watching. Subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. We are on a lot. Doing fishing, kayaking, Ask the pastor, comments, questions, all that good stuff. So make sure you go follow the pages, follow the channels, depending on where you're at. All right, sorry about that. My phone overheated, but we're back. At least we think we're back. And we're in the shade a little bit now. So hopefully we won't have that issue again, at least for a while. So like I said, we do kayaking, fishing, kayak fishing, um, all sorts of different stuff live multiple times a week on the different channels during the, at least while it's warm out. We'll see what happens come wintertime. But make sure you guys are following, subscribing for all that good stuff. We also broadcast with some of our network partners through Overwhelming Victory Radio and through KFM Broadcasting, um, doing different stuff, doing different Bible studies, pastoral talks, things like that, as well as just general fishing talks, things like that. We are out quite a bit. We're gonna just sit here in the shade for a little bit and see if we can't get anybody. Stuck on something on the bottom again. Oh, we got loose. And we kept the worm intact. Oh man. All right, let's keep moving. Hopefully we don't lose you guys over here again as we go back into the sun. Anyways, back here, bunch of dead. Don't see any signs of anybody at the moment. No. Yeah, there's no way we would not get our hooks stuck back here. Now, this entire area right here is nothing but just logs and logs and logs. And they're not that far under the surface. We can see them even. Just realized also that my phone is not charging anymore like it was supposed to be. That's part of why you guys went out, was that it came unplugged apparently. For some reason, when it's charging, it does not overheat as fast. More logs down. All right, we're gonna go across for a minute. So I think there's a little alcove over here that may hold something. Not sure. We may already be back where my truck is. Also, the river is moving much faster this way, so we may already be almost back to the dock. Not that we're stopping, but just for my own point of reference here. Plane sound like it cut its engine right above me. Got some bubbles over here. So I thought there should be some. Ah, And we're stuck. Got it out. All right. We got it out. We're good. All right, we're going to just drop one right here. It's like there. There are bubbles all over the place. Oh, now we're stuck. Stupid tree is in my way. Oh, we're right here. Okay, I think we can get this one loose. Possibly. It's right here. This plane is following me too, is what it sounds like. All right, hold on, everybody. This is what you can expect from my videos, is that we get stuck a lot, but then we manage to get it back. And so a lot of the time we're struggling. So, all right, there we go. Let's back up before we get stuck again. Ah, now it's stuck in the tree we were trying to get out. Oh, goodness. Oh my, hello. Caterpillar just dropped right in front of me. Almost lost my rod. All right, we're out of here. For real this time, we're out of here. All right, we're back. We're getting ready to move. We're still okay. All right. Yeah, we are. There's my truck right there. We're already back at the boat launch. Definitely did not take nearly as long coming back as it did to get out. Get out. All right, let's keep moving it. There's something that's swimming big right here by us, but it's also a huge log right there. And as we've been seeing what my track record is, I don't know that we want to mess with that right now. Let's go ahead and throw the shrimp out. Nice and deep. This is one of those odd spots because we're getting blown by the wind down upstream while the current is trying to take us downstream. And so we're just spinning. Ooh, got a bite. Something playing with the shrimp. I think it may have gone away now. Ooh, some just jumped out there. We have signs of fish again. Let's see. There was a bite. See if he comes back. Fish just jumped right next to us. Like I got hit with the splash of it. See if it comes back for it or not. All right, let's keep moving up and get this phone out of the sun for a minute, because I'm afraid I'm about to lose you guys over here again. So those of you that are on Facebook, if you are one that enjoys fishing content, whether it's the reels, the catches, the pictures, the live streams, whatever it might be, make sure to go follow us over at Misfits Outdoors to make sure you stay updated. We're trying to get that channel built up. Once we hit 100 followers, we'll be able to subscribe there, just like, or to live stream there, just like we do everywhere else. And we probably would do it a little bit more often over there, along with the Twitch and YouTube channels. So be sure to go find us over on Facebook. Help us build that channel out. Share it with those that enjoy this kind of stuff. Whether it's fishing, whether it's kayaking, whether it's the outdoors, whether it's the nature, whether it's the cozy vibes, whether it's the fishing fails that I have so many of. Make sure to follow, subscribe, all of those good things, and share our page over there so that we can get that thing built up for streaming. All right, so we're gonna start to finesse our way back. We're not actually docking, but we are back at the dock. We still have at least an hour before we're actually gonna start heading in. Did not take nearly as long getting back as it did to get out, for sure. Oh, am I stuck on something? I don't even know what I could be stuck on. There's nothing over here. Whew. I don't know, but I got it back, so we're okay. All right, let's get in the shade and get re-baited. Oh, there's a branch underneath me. Interesting. All right, let's get another worm on here. There it is. All right, let's go ahead and we're just gonna sit in the shade for a minute and see if we can't get anything out. I'm stuck on something again. How? Again, this is the middle of the river. There shouldn't be anything possible for me to get stuck on out here. Let's see, I may be able to just get it loose by going this direction. We do have bubbles right here. All right, we got it loose. So we're gonna let it sink down to the bottom. I'm stuck on a stick now. There we go. We got it loose. All right, let's see where we want to go. The good news is my truck is still there. So ooh, there's. I can't tell if that's fish jumping or if that's just rapids over there. I really don't want to have to get out and walk again because that was not pleasant. Got some stuff over here by the ramp that we got bubbles and movement with. do know right here there are perch, but I don't know how active they are at the moment. We're gonna go see what's going on over here because I'm not sure if this is just where it branches off or if there's actually like back here. Ooh, hang on. Not sure if we got some. No, we don't have anything on. Just kind of felt like there was, but there's nothing on. All right. Oh, I went too far. I'm gonna get stuck over there. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm all right. It's like I got it out in time. We're gonna move over into another shady area while we figure out where we're at. Because I'm not sure if this continues on with the river, if this is its own little section or what. Comes a very fast current over there, so I'd like to avoid having to do that if possible. There's another heron over there. All right, so we are in super shallow water right here. Shallow enough we can see the bottom. So we're gonna see what's over here real fast instead of going into the current. We're gonna try to get out of it and go around it. Seeing if we can see any fish over here, because this water here is like perfectly clear. And it's shallow enough that I can see down. Oh, I'm stuck in the tree over there, aren't I? There we go. starting to get super shallow again. We'll see how long we can stay in here. Aaron's coming back around. All right, we're gonna come over here and get in the shade for a minute. Ton of bugs back here, but I don't see any fish. We may need to turn around. We're possibly gonna run aground here. Yep, we did. Turn back around. All right, there we go. We're back in the water again. So I could have gotten out and actually drug us through that, but I don't know how long it would take to get through that before we would be stuck. So rather not mess with it. Yeah, I don't see any fish back here. I guess is the current is so strong it pulls them in, but which we have no other option. We're gonna have to go into it. Oh, somebody's over there fishing on the dock now. We're gonna go around the tree this time so we don't have the same issue we did last time. All right, so hang on, everybody. We're gonna see how this goes. It is a super strong current, and it is a see here. I'm assuming I'll be able to. Yeah, it's not deep enough that I won't be able to drag us back through if needed. Oh, there's some fish. Oh boy! Uh oh! Woo! Wow, this stuff is strong. Okay, we are not gonna mess with it. Hang on, everybody. Well, that was exciting. Oh, we're still getting pulled in though. Can't get us turned back around now. All right, we're about to beach. All right. Yeah, we are not gonna mess with that. We're gonna go on back. So a little worried there that we were gonna have a log put a hole in our front, but we're okay. This stuff is just super strong right here, especially. Oh my gosh, just trying to get out of here is insane. All right, we're gonna take a break. So. All right, we're gonna have to drag ourselves out, unfortunately. Yeah, make sure I don't lose hold of anything while I'm doing it. All right, I think we're out of it enough now. There we go. We're back in. Maybe not. Maybe we're still not. There we go. Whew, that was interesting. All right, we're back again. So part of what we were saying is that, especially with my phone overheating, the fact that the place that we found all the smallies is way upriver, and just the time. And now that we know, especially, we cannot continue downriver without crashing and potentially hurting ourselves, we may take what we have left of the bait and head to the little community pond that's nearby here, just to use up the rest of the bait and get a couple bluegill, things like that. Um, so we may be getting ready to call this one done, and then we'll be back on once we get to the other place. Um, because I don't know that there are any other fish over on this side. Oh, well, maybe. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So we are going to go ahead and get packed up, and then we are going to head to the other location. Give my phone time to cool down a little bit also. So we'll be back on in a little bit. Again, if you are interested in the fishing, the kayaking, the outdoors adventuring, the all the stuff we do out here, whether it's the fishing fails or the successes, make sure you go like us on Facebook. It's Misfits Outdoors. That way you can stay up to date with all the stuff, whether it's reels or live streams, whether it's the Bible studies, whether it's just the days that we're out here paddling around. That way you can keep up to date on everything we're doing over there. So we're going to see here. See what happens as we pull in here. All right, we are coming in for a landing. Very rough landing. All right, let's get this thing up, and then we will get you guys taken care of, and then we're going to be back on once we get to the next location, which should be within the half hour, I would imagine. All right, so we're going to close out here. Uh-oh. I think my other phone may have died. Yeah, I don't know what happened. We will be back on once we get to the next location. So make sure you're subscribed or following, all that good stuff, so that way you can catch us when we go live here. And then same thing with you guys. We will be back on once we get to the next location, so within the next half hour or so probably. So make sure you're following wherever you're watching, so that way you're notified